Good morning to all of you. On Saturday, I had posted a video and two PDFs through which you people might have completed chapter 4. I'll have to uh, I'll have to be a little bit hurried because in to complete the syllabus only a single day, I don't think that it will be sufficient. So I posted one video on Saturday also. I hope you people might have done it, and it will be revised again in the online class. So today I'm going to start with chapter 5, that is Introduction to HTML. You all must have seen the different websites which you open, so many text, audio, video, images are there on those websites, and when you click on a particular text or any image, you are forwarded to some other web page. So this is all the pages which you see on internet are known as web pages, and the collection of those web pages are known as websites, and those web pages are linked to each other through hyperlinks. Okay, so how to create those web pages? Till now you all have done basic programming language where you used to write instructions and some commands were there of that language which you need to follow, and once it was run, it was saved, we used to execute it. But HTML is not like that. Here, all the whole programming or the coding will be done with the help of tags. So let's start with that, how the program will be written, the basic structure of it, how to save it, and a simple program after this in today's video I'll show how it has to be done. So let's start. In this video, I'm going to start with the basic knowledge of HTML, what it is, what it stands for, who invented it, all those things, and then the practicals. Okay, so HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Why hypertext markup? Markup means it is basically collection of elements. Elements are also known as tags. So don't get confused if I'm using the term element or the term tags. Both are same. Web pages are written in HTML. It is a markup language. Now you might have understood why markup language, because it is made up of tags. It was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in late 1991. See, before HTML, one more language was there, SGML, which stands for Standard Generalized Markup Language, but some limitations were there with SGML. So, another language came out of it from HTML, which is HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now, how to write these HTML documents? See, basically HTML documents contain HTML tags and plain text. These are also called web pages. HTML documents are just text files. Okay, remember, in text editor, all the text files are created. Same way, HTML documents are also created in text editors. A more popular choice is to use a special graphical HTML editor. What you see is what you get, called WYSIWYG editor. See, there are some text editors available in market. What will be the advantage of these text editors? That on one side you will write the code or you will draw the things, how you look, what type of look you want for the website or web page, and automatically the coding will be done. So those type of text editors are known as what you see is what you get. For example, we have front page, Dreamweaver, etc. But for this class, we are going to use a text editor. Either we'll use Notepad or WordPad. So you can write somewhere in your copy or book that the two text editors used for HTML are Notepad or WordPad. Then to view, once you have written the code of HTML, how to view the output. To view the output of HTML document, a web browser is required, such as Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Safari, etc. See, every computer or every system which you use, it will have a default browser. So when you will save the HTML document, automatically it will get changed to with the icon of the default browser. Most of your Windows systems will have Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge nowadays. So automatically it will get converted to that particular browser. If you want to open with some other browser, you will right click on, I'll show it how to open with some other browser. Okay, so basically for creating a web page, we need two things. One is text editor and another one is for viewing the output is a web browser. Now, what are tags and how to write these tags? HTML is a set of elements. See, I am using term elements instead of text, so don't get confused. Both are same. HTML elements are special keywords enclosed within angular brackets. This way, these are the angular brackets. This is greater than bracket and this one is the lesser than. Inside this, the name of the tag is written. Okay, like we have written HTML tag. So angular bracket started, written HTML and then closed. HTML elements normally have a pair of tags. Like if you have opened it this way, then you have to close it by putting a forward slash in front of the name of the tag. So this is known as the on tag and this one is the off tag. In other words, this is the opening tag and this is the ending or closing tag. Next, types of tags. The way you close the tag, depending on that, there are two types of tags, container tags or container elements, and another one is empty elements or empty tags. In container elements, if you have both opening tag as well as the closing tag, then if this combination is there, then these type of tags are known as container elements or container tags. So this is the on tag without slash and this is the off tag with the forward slash. I hope it's clear. Next is empty elements. Empty elements or tags are those tags which will have only on tag. Okay, no closing tag is required. Those tags are known as empty tags or empty elements. For example, we have HR or BR. Next are attributes. See, to show a more specific output on the screen, we can use attributes, which are extra bits of information with the tags. Okay, they appear inside the opening tags. Like I had shown it to you that this is the on tag and this is the off tag. So if you are going to write the attribute, attribute will always be written in the on tag. And if it is an empty element, so you know that empty elements are only having on tag. So in on tag part, attributes are written. Okay, example I have given like body tag started, body tag closed. One more thing you need to keep in mind here that HTML coding is not case sensitive. Like if I have written body BODY in capital letters, next while closing I have written in small letters. It will not show any error. It will be executed same way as if it is not having any error. Okay, so this is the on tag and this is the off tag and this is the attribute background and this is the attribute's value. So attribute is written inside the on tag and just after the attribute name equals to sign is must. Okay, equals to sign and that too without any gap. And after that the value will be written within quotation marks. I hope you all have understood up to this. Now let's see the basic structure of HTML document. See, when you see a website, it will have two parts. One, the top part where the title of the web page is shown is known as the header part and the area where all the things are displayed are known as the body part. And all the HTML documents should be written inside on HTML and close HTML tag. And inside that we'll divide this web page in two parts, head part which is again closed and body part which is again closed. So we'll start with the basic structure of HTML document by giving an example through Notepad. So let's start with that. So now how to create the HTML document. For that you will open Notepad from this search box. Type Notepad there. You will see Notepad. This is the default text editor which you all must be having. Now maximize it. After this, start writing it there. Like here, as I told in the beginning, you have to start with HTML, started, and at last you have to close with slash HTML. Okay, how you have to close? Slash HTML. So we'll close it, slash HTML, close. Now, we know that it has to be divided into two parts. Like this window only you see. This is the header part and this is the body part. So divide this by writing head and then close head by putting a forward slash And then the next part is body, how to write body tag started, and then finally you will close body tag ended. So this is the basic structure of HTML. Okay. Now, if you will save it, like how to save and create it, go to File, Save As, and choose the location where you want to save. Right now, I am at the desktop and my file will be saved on desktop only. Okay, but it will be a text document. Can you see TXT extension? All the documents or the text files which you create in Notepad will be saved by default. It will be saved with TXT extension, but you need to save it with the extension HTML if you are creating a web page. Okay, so on desktop, suppose the name of the file I'm giving 7e dot, in small letters you must type it HTML. In capitals it is coming, it will be wrong. In small letter, all the extensions names are always given in small letters. Then after doing this, click on save button. Once it is saved, you just minimize this and go to the desktop. Can you see 7e somewhere? Here it is. Can you see this 7e? Just double click it and you will see the file will get open. Nothing was written here. That's why 7e.html only is coming here, and this area. This is the header part. This is the header part. This is the header part, and this is the body part. Suppose here you want to write online session is going on. So for that, just open Notepad file again. Go to the body part. This is the on part. This is the off part. Opening and closing. Inside that, you write online session is going on. This much you write and then you save it. Always, if you are adding something new, always you need to save it. Save it and open your file which you had saved and now refresh it from here. Can you see it is appearing here? Same way, if you want to show here that this is my first HTML class on this title bar. So we'll go to the head part. Go to head part, on tag, off tag. Inside that, for writing anything on the title, we need to use title tag. So write title and then close title. Inside this, you will write the text or the sentence which you want, like my first class of HTML. This I want to write. Once it is done, now save it and open. Don't close this page again and again. You just refresh it. Can you see on the title bar? So this header part was displayed with the help of head tag. Inside that we use title tag, and this part was handled with the help of body tag. After this, what new is there in your chapter? Let me see. After this, you have attributes of body tag. So how to write the attribute, that you must know. Suppose this white background, instead of this white background, I want some color to be displayed here. Okay, so how it can be done? Simply go to the document. There in body tag, here on tag is there. Put the cursor, space bar. The attribute for applying the body color, means the background color, is BG COLOR. You have to learn this. BG color. Don't leave any space here. Attributes are always written as a single word, and just after that put equals to sign. Within quotation marks, which color you want. Suppose I want yellow, so I will write yellow and I will close the quotation marks like this. Now you save it, file, save, open your web page and refresh it. Can you see this? Same way, by now whatever text is getting displayed here, it's coming with black color. I want to change this color. So in body tag only, you will just after using one of the tag or any tag, single tag can also be used and multiple tags can also be used. For writing the next tag, don't put any comma and any semicolon. Simply use space bar, and after that the next attribute is text. Text is the attribute for changing the color of foreground. Okay, text equals to, within double quotation marks, whatever color you want, you will write, and then you will save it. File, save, and then refresh the page. You will see it will come with that color. I hope up to this clear to all of you. Yes or no? Next is, if you want to leave some space, if you want to leave some space around the pages, like top margin, I want to leave some space, left, right, and bottom. Okay, so we have four attributes for margin: left margin, top margin, bottom margin, and right margin. But in your book only given two, left margin and top margin. You can use both also, or all four can be used. How? Just after this, put once. Yeah, remember in attributes name, though two words are merged together, you will not leave any space. So left margin equals to 200. Then top margin also I want to leave 200. There also double quotation mark. And then save it. File, save, and then refresh the page. Can you see here also 200 pixels left, and here also. Same way, bottom margin and right margin can also be used. One more attribute is given for this body tag. Suppose you want one image to be displayed as the background. Instead of a solid color, you want an image to be displayed as the background. So for that, the attribute which can be used, you will remove this BG color yellow, and instead you can use background attribute. Background equals to, within double quotation marks, you will write the full path of the image, where that image is there in your computer. For that, I am opening this Windows Explorer, and in downloads or in pictures I don't have. In downloads, suppose I am having school's logo. Okay, that I can open with. Wait a minute. Any image can be sent as the, suppose this one. So for finding the location, you will right click on this file, then go to properties, and from there you will copy the location of the file. This is the location of the file. Right click, copy. Now go to your notepad, and there within double quotation marks you will paste it. Once you have pasted it, this is the location, but actual name of the file is not there. So for that, again go to Windows Explorer, and there you will see in the shortcut menu, name of the file is logo. Right click and copy, and extension of the file is PNG. Both the things should also be written. So go to notepad, and there put, like here slashes are there, same type of slash you will use. What was the name? Logo dot, what is the extension? PNG. After this you save. So this is the complete value for background attribute. Okay, so now save it and refresh the page. You can see on the whole web page, Karalee Schools icon is getting displayed. So for this class, this much only, but I want all of you to practice it, then only I can proceed further. Now next attributes are there, tags are there, which has to be explained. So for the time being, thank you and have a nice day.